Hi, welcome to the Shelley Studio. Today I am going to create a Christmas masterboard, I guess is what you would call it. So I've gathered up some of my jelly prints and painty papers and picked some greens. I focused on kind of greens, so I've got a little yellow and teal and stuff in there. And I'm just going to collage them down. I did tear them into smaller sections, and I like the torn look. And yeah, because they're gonna really get covered, and I want the painty sort of messy look. That's kind of it's kind of how I roll, I think. So yeah, I'm trying to distribute them so that every section gets a little bit of something. The idea is to make a masterboard that I can then use to create other projects with. And every year for my family's Christmas party, for the last several years, we get together and we make these little goodie bags that we give out. So that's kind of what we do instead of exchanging gifts. And we make a little insert. And so since I'm the arty one, they always make me make the insert. So the plan is to collage this, create a Christmassy looking thing, and then cut it up. Well, I'm going to copy it because we are making 360 little packets this year. And so I'm going to go to the copier and copy it. And well, I did already. But that was the plan when I started this. And then chop it up. And I don't make you watch me collage this down because it's pretty repetitive. I've just torn everything up and try to spread the similar things out so there's a little bit of something in all the different sections. I am going to put layers of other stuff on, so how much of the bottom is actually seen in the end is debatable. I think you get a little hint of teal in a few places, maybe a little bit of that purple hint. But yeah. So that is the first step, and it'll quickly switch over to being done. Like now. So there it is, all dried. And I want to add something, so I'm going to use my PM Artist Studio stencil Aqueous Effervescence Broken, and I'm going to add some yellow. Now, yellow is pretty transparent, but I still wanted yellow because I didn't want to do gold since I'm photocopying it. The gold wouldn't translate very well in a copy, so I'm using a little bit of the light yellow and a little bit of the darker yellow, and this is Hippie Crafter paint, which I've had forever. But it still works good. And yeah, I'm just gonna use some of these circly bits. I don't think you can really tell. I was hoping they would look like baubles, Christmas baubles. So I'm adding a little white to my paint to hopefully get it to stand out a little bit more. I'm just going to find a new place to stencil. Yeah, that's a little bit better. And I do put a few layers of things on here. Because I think once I get this done, I'm like, there's too much yellow. And I got to bring the green back. It's been a long time. I used to mass make ATC cards this way. I should do that again, maybe a non-Christmas theme. Do some mass making ATCs. I love doing it this way. I just think it's a lot of fun. I love when you get done and you turn it upside down and you cut out the pieces and then you see what's on your little piece and it just looks so cool. This is one of my markers, my white markers. First time I'm using this one. It's the... Oh, sorry. You can hear my chair creaking. I'm reaching way back behind me. The Funsel's white acrylic markers. It's a variety pack, and this is the first time I'm using that big white one. So that was kind of fun. So then I created my own little paper stencil of a sort of stylized Christmas tree, pine tree, I don't know. And I'm going to do a couple of different greens. These are Hippie Crafter paints. If you're interested, I might still have a link. They sell as a complete set, though. I don't think they sell individual sets of paint. But yeah, they were given to me by Hippie Crafter, gosh, years ago. I don't even remember when. So I like to let people know whenever I use them. I try to anyway. So I start with the lighter green, and I think I end up getting darker green. And I mean, this stencil is just made out of paper, but I feel like, I don't know if it's because there's not enough contrast. My eyes are bad. I don't know. There's not enough of a change, like a line. So I will probably, I think I go through and outline the trees. But I didn't want to do black because I did the black circles, right? So I'll probably go through with white and outline the trees with that. But that'll be in a minute. And I know it looks super, super busy, but like I said, they're going to get cut up. These are going to actually be smaller than ATC size. They're going to be kind of like wallet card size, like business card size. I think I do them 2 by 3 1/4. I'm not sure, but they are a bit smaller because I had to do so many. Like I had to do 30 copies, and if I did them ATC size, I think I would have had to do at least 40 copies. So I made them smaller wallet card, and that way, you know, it'll have a nice thought on the back, and that way if they want to stick it in their wallet, they can. Oh, I thought I went with darker trees. Did I go with lighter trees? Or I'm going over the top of those trees. See, I can't even remember what I did. It was, like 10 minutes ago. No, I'm just kidding. I think I did this about a week ago. I think I decided it wasn't opaque enough. It wasn't covering up the stuff behind, and I really wanted it to cover it up. That's probably what I was thinking and why I added the white. I know it makes things lighter, but it also makes things more opaque when they are transparent or translucent. So it's a give or take. Do you want it lighter or do you want it to cover? You have to think about that when you're when you're doing it. And I was wanting to cover up those lines that I drew on there, and I just drew those on with a marker, I believe. And this lighter green over the darker green, I think it even makes it even fuzzier, makes it even paler. All right, so now I'm adding, I think I add some darker trees. And I just mush it in with what's already there. That'll get some of the white mixed into it. And just keep adding layers, adding more things, making it look busier and busier and busier. Really not worrying about composition, just trying to make sure that there's an element, the elements are everywhere on here, so that each card will have a bit of that in it. And I decide when I'm doing this that these trees are too big. Now, if it was going to be ATC size, like at first I was thinking ATC size, then I decided it had to be smaller. And since it needed to be smaller, I decided I needed a smaller element, because you might get just a corner or a tip of one of these trees. So I had to think of something else to put in there. Oh, and I think this is where I go through and I just use my current favorite white pen and just scribble around each of those trees. And I won't make you sit through me outlining all of them, but I did. I outlined all of them. I don't know, I think it just helps it just a little bit, gives it a little bit of something. All right. So I had pulled out this little stencil. This one was a little freebie that comes with, like when you order from PM Artist Studios, at least the 2 times that I've ordered, they include just a little teeny stencil, and I was going to use that one, and then I decided I wanted something that looked a little bit more Christmassy. And yes, I've pulled out more yellow paint. So I have a little sample pack of Yupo paper, which is what their stencils are made out of. I think it's different thickness. I don't know. This is, I don't know if this is the same brand they use, but I pulled one out and I'm just taking my hole punch and I'm going to make a garland sort of shape. You know how they come down in scallops, you know, little garlands. I don't know how to describe that. And I didn't know what other colors, so it's going to be yellow. Sorry, my chair's all squeaky. I just keep shifting. I had 2 different sizes of hole punch. I wish I had 3, but this will work. So I'm just going to take this, and this will be my stencil. Trying to decide if I can see it. I do end up going around it as well, and I believe I do that with white. Is it white? I can reach over and look at it. Yeah, I outline those in white. And I know it's getting busier and busier, but I don't know. In this instance, I think busier is better. Because we're not done adding little elements to this. So how's everyone doing? If it's still December when you watch this, I hope you have a happy holidays. If you celebrate the holidays. If not, happy whatever. This is going to come out in 2 days, which will be December 16th. That is the plan. I know everybody's got all their Christmas done. I'm still working on it. Well, maybe not everybody's got their Christmas done, but they're Christmas crafting, right? Everybody's got their Christmas crafting all done. If you're making cards, you've created them and sent them all out, I'm sure. I'm the slow one. All right. So, you know how I said those trees were too big? I practiced a little skinny tree on my piece of paper and decided, yeah, I like that. We're just going to do these random skinny trees all over. And that way there'll be smaller elements. I'm trying to decide where to put it. Just in case when this gets all chopped up, or the copy of it gets all chopped up, that everybody has a tree on their page. And yeah, I'm just going every so many inches, whatever. And yeah, I put the white circles, and then I extended the dots all the way on the garland stencil. I just extended those dots all the way till I hit something so that it looked like it was all connected. Okay, so I've got all that done. I've trimmed my edges, and there's the copy, and it's got the quote on the back. And the printer I was at did not print to the edge, so I'm going to have to trim that off. Have this really old trimmer, but it works great for this size. And this is my favorite part, going in and cutting it, well, not the measuring. Have to decide how long to make these and where to start the trimming. And I'm not very good with fractions, so I'm just kind of visualizing that in my head as I look at the ruler. Not really doing any math. Faux math, maybe. I'm looking at the measurements on the top of my trimmer, and they're telling me lies. It's like, this is not 3.5. Okay. see me struggle. You wouldn't believe I do math for my job, regular job, right? I mean, I do. It's surprising, I know. But I won't make you watch me chop all 360, but we will do this one page so you can see what they look like, the individual cards, because that's the funnest part, is like chopping them and then getting to see what they look like when they're all done. Except for I have to peek to chop off the white. I'm checking how much that is. I think that's when I decide they can be 2 inches. Yeah. Because that's the 4-inch mark. Chops it right in half. Now I'm checking. Sorry, I am math challenged. I'm ruler challenged. I don't know. I'm challenged. But yeah, they do end up, once I get one down, then the others will be so much easier. See, I think that one's my favorite. Has a little bit of blue at the bottom. Yeah, I think that one's my favorite. So here they are. Isn't that fun? They slide. The copy paper, the cardstock that the copy center had was wonderfully slick. Much better than when I did them on my own inkjet printer last year. Even if it's more expensive. I don't know if it's more expensive depending on buying the ink for your machine. But see all the different, like if you look at them individually, they're just little teeny surprises. I don't know. I like it. Let me know if you liked it. Do you like it? Not exactly ATC size. I'll have to do one of those soon because that's too much fun. Well, I hope you liked this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment. Thank you all for watching. I hope you have an awesome day.